What is going on, everyone, and welcome back to more Black Desert. So today we actually got a pretty good barter deal. So in Hakovin we got 594, which is pretty good. So that's what we're going to be doing today. Gonna do a double barter, and I kind of want to do more like a Shran area grinding for more crystals at some point. But at the same time, getting there alone takes like an hour. So we'll see how it goes. Okay, let's see. What do we... Fish scale. We'll bring that one extra. Turns out we are out of the garden herb thingies. So let me see. I don't think we have any... garden herbs that we can get, but maybe the next refresh will have some. So how are you guys all doing today? I saw that the Flame of Frost is maxed out in price again, or not again, but today is the day where it's maxed out in price, so I assume people who are looking for it are gonna, I guess, start selling them. And people who are buying it, like myself, Flame is max price. Make sure to put your order on before it goes up to like 3,000 and hope someone sells it. Hopefully you guys enjoyed the, what was it? The enhancing my Black Star thing the other day. That was a pretty fun episode. I didn't make money, in fact. I actually... So... we have it at Tet again, and it wasn't pretty. So, spoilers if you haven't watched it. We bought it at Tet, did a raw pen attempt, it obviously failed. And then we did about an hour of enhancing. And, yeah, we're back at Tet again. So, what I did was I sold my Kudum. I extracted the Capris in it. I know that's like a downgrade, but I sold my Capris, or no, not sold it. I sold the Kudum, but I have the Capris in my inventory just because right now there's an event, and you could extract all your Capris for 1 silver. So I decided I wanted to do that, and I'm not sure, like, when we get more Capris, do I want to put it in my Nuver? Or do I want to just sell it and then get closer to our goal of 100 billion, and then we'll probably put an order on a pen Black Star of some sort, preferably a Vediant or like the Awakening weapon, because one got sold yesterday and I was like, dang, I saw that too. 3 in the morning. But yeah, if I were to sell all my Capris, I could probably make another 15, 16 billion silver. I'd be at roughly 60 billion, and I need to figure out where I'm getting another 40 from, and I guess that's gonna be a grind. They changed the music. Oh yeah, so I'm still saving up materials for the day I get the Flame of Frost, and then we're gonna get the Labreska helm. My Griffin helm is already at Capris 10, so yeah, we're saving up. You need Capris to enhance Black Stars. It's like 10 Capris. Hard and sharp, I believe. Hold up. Forgot what it was called. Maybe if we just... Oh my god, this thing is like so out of date. I think you need a hard, a sharp, 10 Capra stones to make the thing where you enhance the Labreska and Fallen God. That's the material. kind of expensive actually when you think of it. 10 Capris, that's like 30 billion or 30 million silver plus hard and sharp, which that one is not too bad. But each click, I think we calculated it at one point. So to Capris alone, 30 million plus a hard and sharp. Let's just say that's another 5 million. Probably not at this point. And then if you fail it, it's 30 durability. So assuming you don't artisan, it's like a 90 billion or 90 million. So yeah, it's like 120 mil a click. Kind of expensive. That's kind of why when you raw tap, not good. That's why when you go for like try and up, you always cron it. I thought that I would have enough materials to be able to like raw tap it at least to try. Like, so what I did with my Fallen God anyway was base to duo I raw tapped, and then duo to try I croned, and then tried. I don't have a tet, but I've done multiple tet attempts and they're all croned. But I think I have a higher priority on getting a black star right now. I'm due for a special barter at any time now. By the way, Mono's accessories are like at an all-time low right now. So if you get the coins, I would recommend just saving the coins or buying the memory fragments from the shop, because everyone's enhancing Labreska right now. Everyone that has it, at least. What's funny is if you look at the materials right now, I never thought I'd see this day where Capra stones are, you know, not max price and or not like 1 to 2 off. So I think it's everyone just selling their Capras that they extracted because of this event that's going on. I think it ends this upcoming week. So yeah, if you were trying to buy Capras, now is the best time. If you're trying to sell it, not really the best time. I think it'll go up eventually. But if I were to sell them, definitely want to try to get max. Whereas memfrags right now, pretty good. That's a lot of memfrags sitting there. Ugh. Sleepy. But yeah, I definitely have the stacks for enhancing. Here's how like I made this 210 the other day on the video as well. It's funny because I have a 210 stack now, which I think I don't know if I'm happy with it, but I'm definitely going to use it on something important. So we were enhancing our Black Star last time, right? I started at 150, pushed my stack all the way up to 210, trying to hit a Tet Black Star. It wasn't pretty. And then after that, I think near the end, we started at like a 112, 116 or something on our striker. We popped a Tet Black Star again. It was a little bit off recording, but I think I hit it on like a 150-ish, which is RNG at its finest. It wasn't pretty, but like I started at 150, then went to 210, and then I started from 110, went to 150. That's when it popped. I was like, oh, okay, well. So here we are again. Basically just lit about 5 bill on fire, maybe more, in the materials. And we got to do it again once we get the Fallen God or the Labreska helm. People have been asking, like, what stacks do you do, Fallen God and Labreska? I think those are the same. So from base, like, yeah, base to pry, you start with like an 80, I believe. 80 to 100. And then from pry to duo, you go from like 120 to whenever it goes, I guess. 120 to 160, and then duo to try, I think you start at like 160 or something. 165. I hit my try Fallen God at like 180, I believe. I started at one. No, actually, I croned every attempt, so yeah, it was just 180 something. And then from try to tet, I think you just use literally the highest stack you have, preferably over like a 200. But that's our goal. So with these two stacks above 200 now, I think my plans are a Pen Blackstar and a Tet Fallen God or Tet Labreska, whichever one comes first. Let me actually do some research a little bit. Okay, so a Tet Fallen God, or yeah, 52 plus 132 evasion, 59 plus 36 DR, 111, and it goes up plus 3. I think they all go up plus 3. You know, I actually saw it, like 2 sold yesterday, and one was a try. I just literally just watching them, like, dang, I wish I had 80 billion. I would have just bought it right there. Okay, so imagine wanting to spend 173 on this one. I know people are stupid rich in this game, but honestly, same with Fallen God. I think as long as you have a Labreska helm, you can make it to Tet in like less than 100 billion. I'm pretty sure you can. Goes up by 2 every time. Yeah, I think roughly I'd want a Tet Fallen God first before Labreska, but ultimately you want them both. I wonder, like, what their plans for Pen are, because eventually they might have to raise the enhance rate for it, because it's like a 0.03, 0.02%, which basically you gotta get mega carried when you get it. Every time I refresh and look at the Flame of Frost thingy, the number of orders goes up. I'm just like, oh god. Please. I remember when it went up to 2 billion for the Flame of the spare one. Yeah, this one. I remember when it hit max price, there were like 2,000 orders. I assume give it like a few months and then there'll be some sitting on the market, even if it's at max price. But yeah, that's my goal. Put my order in, hope for the best. Ooh, someone got a witch's token. All right. Oh, we do need the herbs. Where is that? It's actually not bad. Another 500. Let's go. I also thought of at one point thinking, hey, we could save up another 50,000 coins, right? And then go for more Carrack gear. But at the same time, I'd have to enhance our current Carrack gear, and I'd have to get the special dumb materials to enhance it. That's the hardest part. If you don't know how it works, once you have a Carrack, this is what happens. You go to Ilia Island, go to Island 3, and then you get to Part Workshop. And depending on what kind of boat you have, you want to get blue gear, which is currently the best in slot for whatever boat you have. You need the Sunset Stones, the Solar and Lunar Stones. You just buy those with coins. And then you get the Starlight Powder, which we have about 2,500 of. You get them by having the node on these islands right here. And the way you get it is like, let's say you click it, and then you go to the workshop, and then you get the powder from there. So I used to have the nodes running for a while, but the only thing you really need is you need like, what, 10 blueprints of each of them? And that'll help you craft whatever piece you need. So after 10, they're just kind of irrelevant. Plus, you can't even sell it to the vendor either. So it's like, well, I guess I have them. And then once you get all those, you can make the materials. But the longest part about this is not even collecting the materials. It's once you get it, it takes 8 hours with a goblin worker to make one. So that's where the hard part comes in. They don't want you to just start spamming materials, even though you could. So that's why ours is still at +6. I've been using the C coins on just like stuff I could turn into silver instead of upgrading my boat, because as of right now I don't really have any problems. My turn speed is pretty solid. I think, yeah, most of them are closing into level 10. Yeah, I just have to barter a little bit more. Some of these are going to... These are all close to level 10. And I've had some good ones roll pretty high into turn speed, so awareness is the turn. And then I've also had some like scuffed ones. But ultimately, I think as long as they hit 7% awareness, that's good enough for me. I'm too lazy to keep sailing to re-roll them. I think my turn speed is pretty decent. There's nothing in the ocean yet that is hard that I don't really need to have any higher. However, if you've ever grinded saltwater crocodiles, or if you've ever seen someone do it, I have videos of it, you know that turn speed is very important in the higher areas. Oh my god, I'm watching the chat and some dude just failed 10 Black Star and failed a Het Fallen Labreska helm. He just failed it. Ooh, I know the feeling. It hurts. All I can pray for is that my flame order will go through pretty quickly. If I were to ever sell this ornamental knot, I would have to sell it for like 14 billion to even make any sort of money back. I bought mine. Actually, wow, there hasn't been one sold in 2 days. This is actually the one I bought. I remember 2 days ago sitting up on the market at 2 in the morning just looking at stuff, and I was like, oh, there's one sold and it's for a Dark Knight. I'm like, wow, okay. And then I had to think about, like, did I really actually want it? And then I sat there for an hour contemplating life. And then I think it was a good idea that I did buy it. Because at the same time, the ornamental knot and a noble sword at Tet were just sitting. And it looks like there's a lot of orders. So I think I made the right choice by buying it for under 10 billion. In a few months from now, it's probably not going to be that much, but what matters is I burn stacks every now and then. It's kind of scary because I had so many 40 stacks and now we're out of them, and now have a lot of 60 stacks that we used trying to get it Fallen God or Black Star back to try. So you should watch that enhancing video, even though, you know, basically we did a pet attempt, failed it back to Pry, got it back to Tet eventually. That was like a huge struggle. It's actually not a bad barter. You go into Magoria today. I don't know about these two though. However, I do want to get the, where was it? The herb. I do have 4 rainbow popsicles, right? Yeah, we got them. Good. Yeah, it's not too bad. The next barter trade route for me is at like 10.2k, something like that. So that's why I'm trying to get some barters in as well. Though the C coin to silver value in terms of monos, not so great right now. All of you sailors and barters, what artifact do you use? Just life XP? I just chose mastery because I wanted my boat to be slightly higher if I pushed up into a new bracket. But I don't even think it pushed me into a new bracket, to be honest. So it's mostly for sailing. I think it would be better to just get life XP because 0 mastery for bartering. But sailing, at least it affects your thing, and then 25 more sailing, and then they'll push it up 0.5 into each of the speeds, which I think is very solid. Oh yeah, today is Sunday, so that means Vel is coming up in an hour, along with reset happening. Okay, gotta go make it back to Ilia, and then we'll do the trade up for herbs. I'm so glad they're really close by today. But yeah, what other things are you guys doing in BDO lately? Leave it in the comments. I'm actually curious. Because my goals are very specific lately. On my free time, I've been working on my Dracania during season. We got to level 60. And still working on accessories a little bit. So we got the pen earring and Tuvala from leveling. We just need a few more. Dracania is magic damage, I think, right? So you'd put magic artifacts on her. I think that makes sense. So that's what I think I'm gonna do. But over time, we're just going to wait for the awakening stuff to happen. I'm not even sure. It's like, I think awakening will come out during season for the Dracania. But they gave you a Marnie's pocket watch too. I'm still not even really sure what that does, to be honest. Like, reform with inverted Heart of Garmoth or Heart of Karanda to obtain the reform effect. Don't particularly understand what that meant. Change the combat music? I swear something different. I like the new music. I'm like hearing it all for the first time. I usually play this game. I don't know about you guys, but I play this game with the sound off when I'm not recording. It's just like hear it all day. So yeah, it's cool to actually hear it again. I don't think this is new. It's just new in the area. Someone hit a pen narc, and it wasn't even the free one. I do actually unironically want another pen narc for my main, and eventually the goal would be to swap out double distos and then have another narc. This is the free one that we all free quest one, guaranteed. Also, I should probably grind and pop these blessings before they expire. I should probably grind as well. Just one J scroll I have, it expires in like 8 days. And they just kind of give you so many of them. Like, remember the Calpheon Ball? And they just give you more J scrolls. I'm glad they expire in June because I need to pop these. But I think I'll be using them in the Jade Starlight Forest, hoping for the flame. Would be nice, game. Gotta check it again. Oh, one got sold like... Hey, actually one got sold someone sold one 2 minutes ago. And we didn't get it, of course. I honestly feel like I'm gonna be the last one to get it. I would love to grind for it, and I do. Man, it's just so bad. The best way to describe grinding for the Flame of Frost is, you know, when you grinded churros for the other flame for your Fallen God Helm? It's like that, but without the boss. So, it's kind of awful. And plus, it's a little bit less fun just because you're grinding solo. Like, I don't have a problem grinding solo at all. But if I like the group spots. Some of them are pretty good, actually. It's just more fun when you can play with your guildies and friends. All right, this is gonna be the last barter. Once we get back, we'll call it for this video. But yeah, if you guys have any questions or anything, feel free to let me know. It'll be at 10.2 eventually. Honestly, bartering, it's just chill money. It's not the greatest. If you're at like a high-end area, I think. So bartering isn't bad, but it's like, if you are at like a high gear score and you can grind high spots, that's definitely more money. But if you are like a newer player to a mid-tier player, and like, let's say you can't grind Elvia yet, but you enjoy life skilling more, this is not bad money. However, the problem is it does take quite a bit of time to actually get materials and make your Carrack. But honestly, if you're just bartering and you don't worry about Margoria trades at all, then like you'll do just fine. It just takes a little bit longer. But most of the time, if I were to barter, I'm literally doing something else, like playing another game, and then just keeping BDO on a second monitor while we barter from point A to B. Just auto path it. So that's just me. Yeah, I might check out the Jade place in a bit and grind there for an hour, pop Fleet Scroll, see if we can get materials. Yeah, almost at the halfway point again for 100 billion. Then we'll put an order on for Obedient, and then that'll boost our AP up by another 9 on my main, which is pretty good. That's 2 brackets. All right, with that said, we are done bartering for today. Thanks so much for watching. I'll see you guys in the next episode. Hope you enjoyed it, and see you tomorrow.